Hi, this is Christopher Allison, and I'd like to welcome you to Week 2 of Fat Guy Fantasy Football's predictions video. What I'd like to start with first is that my record last week was absolutely disgusting. I was 7-9. I have to be honest with myself and admit it to everybody out there that I'm not going to be right and I'm not an expert. Who really is? So let's start with our Thursday night's game right away. Thursday night game, we have Chicago against Green Bay. I'm going with Green Bay. I just think that this game is going to be one of the best games of the week. I think it's going to be a battle, and I'm going to enjoy watching it come right down to the last few minutes of the game, but I'm going with Green Bay. I'm not going to be that extensive with the rest of these games. Kansas City at Buffalo, I'm going with Buffalo. I think C.J. Spiller loves his offensive line, just like Fred Jackson would have. The other 1 o'clock game, Cleveland at Cincy. Dalton Green connection's finally going to start to light up. Minnesota at Indy. I think that Luck's going to get his first win. I love the fact that he's targeting Reggie Wayne so many times. And Ponder stinks. New Orleans at Carolina. New Orleans gets their first win. Cam's still going to be struggling, but he's still going to put up over 20 points a game. Texans at Jacksonville. Texans roll again. Their defense is great. I have them in my league, and I'm so happy to use them throughout the year. They have a great schedule. Arizona at New England. I'm going with New England because they're at home, and Arizona has the invisible man for the quarterback, and I feel terrible for Fitzgerald. Tampa at the Giants. I'm going to have to say that the Giants have absolutely no secondary. And I don't know if Tampa's going to be able to take advantage of that. I'm going to have to go with the homer again with the Giants, just like I did against Dallas, and I failed that time, but I'm doing it again. Dallas at Seattle. It's a squeaker. I almost can't pick out a winner, but I'm going to pick Dallas. I owe it to them for failing last week. Washington at St. Louis. RG3, second win. He keeps rolling. Oakland at Miami. Oakland defense is good, and Miami is awful. New York Jets at Pittsburgh. I'm going to go with Pittsburgh. I know I went against the Jets last week, and I'm wearing this jersey, my father's favorite team, just for that particular reason. I'll be wearing a different jersey pretty much every week. And I just want to say I'm going to have to go with Pittsburgh, though. They're playing at home, and the Jets do look amazing. Tennessee at San Diego. I'm going to have to say that San Diego cannot stop the run, but Chris Johnson can't run. So I'm going to have to say San Diego just for the Rivers factor. Detroit at San Francisco. This is going to be another one of the best games. I say that this game, the Jets game, and tonight's game, Chicago versus Green Bay, are the best 3 games. Still, again, the suicide pick would be Texas. But Detroit at San Fran, I think that Mr. Harbaugh is going to take his first loss, and we're going to revisit the push fight from last year. And we all know that people that push fight are a bunch of, people that don't fight ever anyway, couldn't throw a punch. All right, so to move on to the Monday Night Football game, Peyton Manning going against Atlanta at Atlanta. I'm going to be saying that Atlanta is just too strong. I think that Peyton's going to put up his regular great numbers. He's going to show his consistency. He's going to become more acquainted with his new receivers that he's going to be using this year, but it's not going to be enough. And hopefully we'll find out if Michael Turner will get some yardage this time and more carries. All right, well, that's the list as far as what's going on with win-losses. I just want to run down a quick list of who I would look out for each of these games. The first game I mentioned would be James Jones and D. Hester. Second one would be C.J. Spiller and Dexter McCluster. Dalton and Green. Luck and Reggie Wayne. Breeze and D'Angelo Williams. The Texans defense. Welker wakes up. Cruz and Vincent Jackson. Russell Wilson. RG3. Oakland's defense. Is Palomalu hurt? Malcolm Floyd. Nate Burleson and Randy Moss. That's right, I said Randy Moss. Turner wakes up. And that's my group there. What we're also going to be doing every week is a weekly segment called the Dick Punches of the Week. And during the Dick Punches of the Week, I'll be, having my assistant here, another manager for Fat Guy Fantasy Football, Dick Punch. He's going to be helping me give the Dick Punches of the Week. This week, we're going to be offering a Dick Punch to Oakland for their billions of offensive and defensive penalties that slow the game down to an absolute crawl and unwatchable. Dick Punch! Number 2, I'd like to offer a Dick Punch to my team, the New York Giants, and their secondary, which was absolutely invisible and will be probably this week. Dick Punch! And I also like to ask everyone to give a happy and healthy Dick Punch to Mr. Fred Jackson's knee, which is pretty much no longer there, and he'll be recovering in about a month. Dick Punch! Got him, Judd! Alright, thanks very much for being here and joining us for this video. I hope that these videos help you. I'd love to have your comments. Please send them in to Fat Guy Fantasy Football. I want to see some pictures of your tailgating, some places that you go to eat in your local eateries. What do you do at halftime? Love you guys. Thank you very much. Peace.